They don't have freedom. Good job. Next one is, we already done with captivity. Next one is fur farming. You already know what fur is, right? Animals. What animals? What animal? Yeah, fur. That's wool. Wool. Sheep doesn't have fur. It's wool. Wool. It's not fur. WLL. WOL. Wool. Yes. That's not fur. Fur is different. What animals? Could anyone tell me what animal does fur? Fur. You know what fur? Like wolf. What is a bear? A pig? A bear, yes. Bear. What else? So many, right? So when we see fur farming, everyone, this is very popular in some countries such as Italy, Russia, and those animals are actually killed, and they remove the skin and they make it a carrot. It's very simple. What if your skin will be removed? See, it's still cruel. Fur farming, raising animals to their fur to be used in clothing. They will remove the skin. Have you seen videos of this? Do you wanna watch videos? I like to watch videos of this. A fox, I guess. See that? There we go. Activities. Just for human purposes. Eating their own. See? Animals. Ooh. Yes, I know.
Foxes were first raised on farms for fur in Prince Edward Island, Canada in 1895. Today, roughly 85% of the fur industry pelts come from animals living on factory-like farms. These farms can house thousands of animals, and they are all very similar in how they operate. Small wire cages, suspended off the ground in rows, line long barns on typically remote properties, which ironically are often surrounded by dense woods and fields, which is a cruel taunt for the animals that are caged. These farms are designed to maximize profit, and that always comes at the expense of the animals. The most commonly farmed fur-bearing animals are mink, followed by fox. Each of these species are denied even the most basic of comforts. For example, mink are capable of occupying up to 2,500 acres of wetland and wild, but are confined to a cage no bigger than 4 feet by 4 feet. Red foxes have complex social lives as they form pairs and can live in family groups. They dig dens that can have many tunnels and can travel up to 6 miles in one day. Cages foxes are kept in on fur farms are typically no larger than 5 feet by 5 feet. Repetitive movements such as circling and pacing, fur chewing, self-injury, and biting injuries are caused by frustration of highly motivated ranging and foraging behaviors and are a sign of extremely poor animal welfare. Other physical or behavioral abnormalities exhibited by animals on fur farms are bent feet, reproductive failure, obesity, and infanticide. The way they live on these farms is just as awful as the way they die, as there are no federal humane slaughter laws in place on fur farms. Smaller species like mink and chinchilla are put in boxes and gassed, oftentimes with exhaust from a truck. Foxes and other larger species are typically electrocuted through their mouth and anus, as this allegedly preserves their fur during the process. The fur industry.
They are killed through electrification, through their mouths, or through their butts, because they believe that if they would electrify these animals, it would allow them to keep the fur much more intact, still in group. Okay, so that's why they kill this animal through electrocution, through their mouth or through their butt ends. Next one is hunting and poaching. When we say hunting and poaching, it refers to killing animals for sport or illegal trade. Illegal poaching is the same thing as what are happening in the Philippines. That's what I've said. Pangolins, so many animals, bird that are caught and then they put inside a very small bags and they send it to China. So that is poaching. Okay, I'll show you a news. And this one, famous also, the elephants.
Poaching down dramatically, a rare picture of success in Africa, a continent that has some of the most endangered animals in the world. The African Wildlife Foundation's Vice President Philip Baruti joins us now to discuss this. A very good morning to you. How have you been able to
One of things about priorities, make tough decisions. The CNA Summit 2025.
People who catch these animals and then they send it to another country.
The one thing that we do have absolute evidence of is that where we fly, the poaching is drastically reduced or stops. Most of the poaching in Southern Africa happens in the late afternoon and early evening. This is done so the poachers can hack off either the rhino's horn or the elephant's tusks in the late afternoon when they still have sunlight. And generally they would then try and get out of the national parks under the cover of darkness. This is when we fly, this is when we are most effective. it's quite obvious. The vehicles look different to normal vehicles. They've got antennas on them, and everybody starts asking questions about what it is and what it does.
They are trying to catch the poachers. Anyway, that's hunting and poaching. So, in Africa also, poaching is very popular. You know, the elephant, do they have this? Do you know this horn they have here? It's what we call ivory. Ivory is a good material for making carving things, especially statues. Not statues that are made for that are made out of stone, okay? But ivories are actually expensive. The animal here. So most people poach these animals. But once you move the ivory from the elephant, an elephant usually die. So poachers usually poach the elephants because they believe that whenever they sold ivory coming from an elephant, they usually get a lot of money. So it's a very sad thing, and they left the elephant just dying. Next one is animal cruelty. If there is cruelty free, we also have animal cruelty. So it's an act of cause unnecessary suffering of animal. Next one is trophy hunting. When we say trophy hunting, it refers to hunting animals for sport and keeping parts as their trophies. A long ago, so many tribes and people usually, when they kill animals, they usually keep some parts of animals, such as head. Do you know? I don't know if you've seen this. You've seen these head of deers, their head, their horns are actually kept. You see those head? These are animals. These are actually real animals, wherein they preserved it. Okay? They are here, elephant ivory. These are real animals, and they preserved this. The seas in Turkey. All of those are real animals which they kill. But a long time ago, most tribes, whenever they kill animals, for example, long ago there was this tribe in a local area in my country wherein if they catch a wild animal, they would cut the head. And cutting the head and bring it in home usually represent that they are very strong individual. So that is their trophy. So they would remove the skin and then the leftover is the bone, and that is their trophy. But nowadays, most people usually kept like this one, they preserve it. They would cut the head or some, just the whole body of it, but it's still bad. See that? They would just kill. See? So whenever they kill them, they would think that they're very like a famous guy, popular guy, or because those are wild animals. See, they remove the skin. And now that's it. It comes back and it's the original body of the animal. hundreds of thousands of wild animals, mammals, including endangered and threatened species, are killed by trophy hunters each year. So there are so many people up until now, they love hunting and they love keeping trophies of their animals. That is what we call trophy hunting. Next one is marine parks. When we say marine parks, these are facilities that are they keep dolphins, whales, and other sea animals for show. Have you seen this? Marine parks, dolphins, whales for show. Have you seen videos about that? Also see lions, they would catch the lions for shows. That is marine parks.
When their skin was so bad, I felt they should be veterinarians here. Like imagine watching, they should have been in a hospital.
They are keeping marine parks and then they would make shows. See that? Dolphin pulling a little boy.
Nobody's with the child. If she decided to let go of the handler, everything about it was making the animals do things, and teaching them tricks.
Actually, there was a time they tamed these animals, right? From wild animals to good animals, they trained this, but in a bad way. So there was a news before when they trained a blue blue whale, yes, blue whale. Then these blue whale are actually not blue whale sharks. They trained whale sharks, and then there was a time when the coach or the trainer fell into the water and then it was attacked and killed by the whale shark. So you see that they are wild animals. Wild animals belong to their natural habitats. It doesn't mean that we tame them or people tame them. They can always be good because in their mind, they are always wild animals. Everybody, break time for 10 minutes. Right after that, we'll move along.